A local 62-year-old cardiologist who's been cancer-free for nearly 2.5 years recently came back from climbing the summit, one of the tallest mountains in the world. Fox 23's Elizabeth Rodale has the story.
Dr. Arthur Martin of the Hattiesburg Clinic became a triathlon athlete in his 50s, and at the age of 59, he even completed a full Ironman.
After that, my brother talked me into doing obstacle course races, did 3 Spartan races, all 3 distances, so I could get my trifecta medal for a Spartan race.
Unbeknown to him, Dr. Martin was training for the full Ironman with tonsil cancer.
It was during the end of that season where I started having lymph nodes enlarging in my neck. And I thought I must have lymphoma, but I went ahead and did my last race of the season before seeing a doctor and having that checked out, and it turned out to be a metastatic cancer from my tonsils, squamous cell carcinoma of the tonsils.
He went through 3 doses of chemotherapy and radiation.
I was off work for 5 months, and I went from being an endurance athlete to lying on the couch.
But it was his first dose where he lost his hearing.
But with the hearing loss and more ordinary sounds being exaggerated, I couldn't watch television. My head was too foggy to read, and music, which has been a love of my life, was gone. It just screechy distortion.
Despite losing his hearing and endurance as a triathlon athlete, Dr. Martin decided to not set limits on himself and climb the top of Mount Kilimanjaro with his twin brother and their daughters. On
that last night, the first hour of hiking was not just walking, it was scrambling up mountains, and it was more rock climbing than it was hiking, and I was gasping for breath.
He didn't wear his hearing aids the entire climb.
Something about being in the natural environment of the mountain, it was a cool, calm, quietness of the mountain, and I didn't want to, the sound was, the artificial sound was an abomination of the natural sound.
It took Dr. Martin 5 days to get to the top. He managed to reach the summit on his birthday.
I got within 100 yards of the summit, and I really couldn't stop the tears from flowing. It was very, very emotional. It was very moving. It was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life, actually.
As far as climbing to the top of another mountain, Dr. Martin says he'll play it by ear. Elizabeth Rodale, Fox 23 News.
Dr. Martin says since going through cancer, he's got empathy for his patients and says his patients are what keeps him going every day.